Hello, I'm TechO and welcome to TechO.com. Now, Marketing 101 always talks about segmentation. So what is segmentation and why do you need segmentation in your marketing? Well, firstly, what is it? It's about defining your target market, about actually understanding the niche of people who might want to buy from you because they particularly need the solution that you can give them. Now, even if you were the most ardent fan of your product or service, you will admit that not everybody needs the solution you're trying to give them. It's only a certain set of people with a certain set of circumstances that's ideally suited to the benefits that your product or your service gives them. So, it's very important to make sure you understand who it is you're trying to target. I mean, imagine if you stepped out of your front door and threw a handful of stones out. Who might you expect to hit who might come and buy from you? Probably very few people. But if on the other hand you went out with a lump of stones in your hand and you identified the people wearing red jackets and you threw your stone at them and you hit them to say, hey, come on in, you will get more people turning to look at you that way and coming to get you probably, but in this analogy, coming into your shop. So that's called target marketing. And in order to provide a very focused, targeted marketing set of strategies, you need to know exactly what segment you're appealing to. So that's not only what it is, it's also why you need segmentation to create and define your target market. For example, let's say you're selling luxury cars. Well, the type of people who will buy a luxury car have a certain financial situation. They have certain expectations about the vehicles that they drive around in terms of looks and performance. They are very different from people who might buy a very small, low-end car. So your marketing has to be tailored at those people and not at everybody because you're wasting money otherwise. Think in terms of where perhaps you're selling a yoga training service, how to do yoga online. Well, firstly, your target market needs to be people who are online. They're not just people who want to learn about yoga or want to keep fit. They have to be online in order for you to reach them. So they have a certain set of circumstances for you to get to that's different from other people who want to be healthy, who want to learn yoga, but they want to go to classes, physical classes. So you get where I'm going. You define your target market so that you can actually tailor touch points to get to those particular people. So when you do this, how do you do this? Think about who you're targeting. Firstly, who are your customers? Who are your potential customers? Which type of customer best fits the solution, the product, the benefit that you're going to give them? Which type of customer, which categories of customers need that solution, that product, that service you're going to give them? Once you identify them, start going and looking at their profile. What are their likes and dislikes? What's their income range? What sort of goods do they like to buy and look at? What sort of emotions do they have when they react to certain things? It's called a demographic review of your target market. Secondly, look at what motivates them. Is it to do with health? Is it to do with looking good? Is it to do with feeling good? And the reason this is important is because 90% of how you sell is dependent on whether or not you hook them through their emotional need, not their real physical need for the benefit that you provide, but how they feel about getting that benefit you provide. Ask yourself where they go to meet their needs. Do they go to high-end magazines and read the articles in them and look at the ads that might appear in them? Do they go to forums and listen to speakers discuss about how they can meet their needs? Do they go to blogs and websites to read and research about how to meet their needs? And once you create this profile, you're better placed to know where to target them. One very important thing that many people forget about is to actually go a few steps ahead and ask yourself where you think growth will come in that market. Now, for example, if it's a particularly young market, what's the next generation going to be like in terms of their requirements or their needs for your product? Or indeed, do you gradually expand your target market, perhaps by changing your product so that you stay with the generation that currently most need your product, and simply expand the edges of your product to get more and more of that particular target market? So the important lesson is this: before you just start selling, before you just go online, before you just create your landing page, before you just take out an ad in the local newspaper, before you just open your door, know your customer. Who is it that you're trying to attract? Be very specific and then focus everything on what you know about them. If you want to know more about how to create strategies to grow your business, about how to show leadership so that you can grow your business, how to increase sales and profits, then come across to the website teiko.com, teikoh.com. Have a look around at the different free articles in the blog that I've got that will show you different tips and tools and processes, and sign up so that you get regular newsletters giving you these free tips and tools and procedures and processes to grow your business. I'll see you soon, I hope.